All right, we are recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to, for me and for many of you, I think the first community meeting for Project K3s. Today is April 8th, and that's official community meeting. So we follow the CNCF Code of Conduct, which pretty much boils down to be nice to each other and respect everybody's opinion. With that, I'm going to share into the chat, if I can find it on this. In the chat, I'm going to share the HackMD link to our community meetings. You can use your GitHub account to log into the HackMD, and you'll be able to edit and add your topics. With that, normally we all can see, I can see people online, great, on the HackMD. So I'm going to share that just in case people are not acquainted with the HackMD. So that's the HackMD. When you log in, you can click on that little pencil over here, and you can go to the edit mode, and you can add your stuff. You can add yourself, your affiliation. It will be very useful for the project if we have everybody who is in the call to add themselves, so we can keep track who's active and affiliation by company and so on, so we can navigate the landscape of the project. With that, I think that's very straightforward. We can go back and yeah. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the rebooted effort of the community meetings. We're gonna hold that twice a month. Once we're gonna do that in that hour, which can hold Americas and some late European zone like myself right now. Here it's 8 in the evening. So if someone rushes into my room like kids, I'm sorry about that, but it's like late. The other one will be a little bit different. It will be on the third Tuesday of the month, and it will be much earlier for me. It will be around noon, so it's 11 a.m. Central European time. You can find on top of the community notes the calendar invite, so you can add the whole series of events in your calendar. And yeah, all the meetings will be uploaded to our newly created YouTube channel. We'll see how that Zoom will create the recording, so I'll have to figure out that right after, how it's going to be automatic, or I'm going to do that, or someone else. We'll see. So that's it pretty much for these community meetings. The idea is to get together, discuss where we are, go over topics. If someone has something to share, or ideas or problems or PR reviews, pretty much whatever the community needs. By community, I mean everybody, not only maintainers. I mean contributors, non-SUSE employees, pretty much everybody. So with that, I have added few stuff to discuss, which are for me important, but maybe are not important for everyone. So I wanted to, first of all, let's do a round of introductions. If that's all right for everybody, I can go first, and then we can go one after another by pointing out the other's name. So my name is Orlin. I'm located in Eastern Europe, in Sofia. I'm part of the SUSE community engagement team as principal open source technology advocate. Prior to that, I was doing some other stuff in the cloud native ecosystem. For example, I've been taking care of the community for Project Harbor. I'm Kubernetes contributor and CNCF ambassador. So I pretty much live and breathe every day, every hour of the day in the cloud native ecosystem. I have 2 kids, and as I said, maybe they can run in any minute. If that round of introduction is okay for everyone, can we go over the list to Brad Davidson?
Howdy. My name is Brad, obviously. developer on K3s project. Been working on it for, gosh, it's about mid-COVID, a couple years. And I'm based out of Portland, Oregon. I've got 2 kids who are currently at school. Just got back from Disneyland last week, which was fun. And yeah, excited to see some community meetings here.
Nice. Thank you. Can we go to the next one, Sergio?
Yes.
I know you, but maybe the rest of the crowd needs some introduction. So please go ahead.
I wrote. I am Sergio. I am from Guatemala. I'm in America's time. I wrote a book about K3s. It's more like educational stuff, focused on edge computing. And currently, I am working on an archaeology project. So we are going to create technology using K3s for our local archaeologists here in Guatemala. That's it.
Nice. Thank you. Welcome, Sergio. Next one, Justin James.
Hello, I am
Hey.
Justin. I work on K3s and RK2. I'm on the QA side, testing things. I like injecting chaos.
Good. All right, next one, Derek.
Hey, I'm Derek. I'm a software engineer on the K3s project based out of California. Been working on K3s for, I think, 4 years now, just under. Yeah, I primarily do testing and infrastructure build outs and stuff like that.
Good. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher the next name, so please don't be too judgmental. But it's Shilaja. I'm butchering that. I'm for sure.
Shailaja.
Shilaja. All right, I was close enough, but then no. All right, we can skip and we can come back. Next one we have Matt.
Sorry, I had to get everything. I think can you hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Matt. I work on all the Terraform things, and yeah, I have 4 kids. 2 are in elementary, and I have a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old. So all girls. It's a lot of fun.
It is. Thank you. Next one we have Ish.
Hi folks, I'm Ish from Mauritius. I work for a media company here. We use some RK2, K3s, Harvester kind of infrastructure. I pretty much like to use K3s in most of my pet projects. I'm also kind of active in within the OpenSUSE project, and we're also leading the cloud native community group in Mauritius. So that's my part of how to contribute to things. Thanks.
Great, thank you. And welcome, Korosh. Sorry if I'm butchering these names. I really don't know how to pronounce it.
No worries. Hey everyone, my name is Karosh. I work at SUSE. I'm on the Rancher support team. Been here since 2022. Based out of San Diego, California. I have 1 3-month-old girl who's currently napping, thankfully. Yeah, nice to meet you all and hear from you all.
Thank you. Next one we have Brian.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Brian. I used to be a maintainer of K3s, but have since moved to a team where we manage the release of K3s and the automations and all of that stuff in the back end.
Great. And next one we have Caroline.
Yeah, hey, I'm Caroline. I'm actually based out of Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, in the States. I'm the project manager for K3s. You'll see me on GitHub as Caroline Souza Rancher. So feel free to ping me if you're ever in need of that on GitHub. I know it's mostly team members here today, but it's really nice to have people from outside the team join. So thanks for joining, everybody.
Thank you. Next one, we have Brooks.
Brooks. I'm a member of the release team, helping with K3s and other projects at Rancher, and I'm based out of Portland, Oregon.
Right. Hi. Next one, Pedro.
Hello, I'm Pedro. I in Curitiba, Brazil, and I also part of the release team, and I sometimes do K3s releases, and I also help with other projects in SUSE.
I guess primarily we're from SUSE, but it's good to have names and relations to Ro for everybody who's gonna watch that. Next one is Vitor.
Hey, my name is Vitor Savian. I am one of the card developers for K3s here on K2. I'm also in Curitiba, Brazil. I am a neighbor from Pedro, basically. And you'll see me mostly working with DTCD, Kind, and RPMs and everything related to K3s here on K2. And I'm here for about 2 years right now. So that's all.
Great. Thank you. Rafael.
Hello, I'm Rafael. I'm based on Brazil. I'm currently working at K3s and RK2 release team, and I'm based on Brazil, and I work on the automations and stuff.
Great. Thank you. And last one on the list is Brian. All right. Okay, with that,
Can you hear me? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian. I'm one of the Rancher support engineers, so I work with K3s and RK2 and RK1. And yeah, I've been at SUSE for about 3 years now.
Great. Welcome. Right. With that, I think we run through the list of introductions. As that's the first one, we don't have much of a topics right now to talk about. I allowed myself to send you a list of upcoming events and their CFPs, where we can represent K3s until the end of the year. And those were Open Source Summit in Amsterdam, KubeCon in Atlanta, and KubeCon India. If I may ask, is there anyone who's interested in going to any of these events and applying for talk there?
Yeah, I want to go for Atlanta. Yeah, I am interested in that.
Good. So I think for Atlanta we can do again the lightning talk, which was the project update lightning talk, and we can do maintainers track this time. Our sandbox status is not allowing us to do all the benefits that CNCF gives, which is practically some of the effort here with the communities to drive this forward and to go for incubation, so we can have more benefits from the CNCF community. So as a general ask for everyone, if you think that you're gonna apply, please use me to do your application. I've been reviewing and writing CFPs for KubeCon for the last 6 years. I'm part of the review board for 2 tracks, so I think I can help you out to polish out the submission. So if you think you're gonna do that, you can use me and as a tester of your CFP, and I can give you some guidance. With that, I think we don't have much to discuss yet today, except if someone is brave enough to bring any topics up and want to share, for example, to talk about the upcoming release, or if we have something like urgent in the PR pipeline. And we have more people joining in. Hi, Paul. We run through a round of introductions. If you want to do that, it would be great. And give me a sec. My kids are going to storm in any minute. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. So I think if we don't have to cover that today, we can do that next week, for example, in the other time zone. But I was curious. For example, I can see a few people that are not from SUSE, so suppose they're not into the project very much. Caroline, can you help navigate a little bit the roadmap? Is that possible to do that today, or so we can have a starting point for the newcomers? I'm sorry, I'm catching you a little bit off guard for this one. We didn't prepare for this one, but
Yeah, I don't know that I feel totally prepared to go over the roadmap today, just because usually that's something that PM is mostly focused on, like the product management side of things. So, but I can get with our product manager and try to get something going, or with Manuel as well. Actually, he's got a lot of work
is
on that.
is that Amina?
Yeah, Amina's our product manager, and also Manuel Beal is very heavily involved in that at this point too.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I had to give you heads up that maybe we can discuss some of this stuff. But last week at KubeCon was a little bit chaotic. By the way, if I can share the outcome from the lightning talk that Manuel kind of passed me over to do. I did a lightning talk. I think it went super well. I did it in front of 200 people, full room. And people were coming back at me at the booth later on today and through the other days to ask about the K3s and how they can get involved. And they're super happy that we're restarting the effort and everything. So it was very positive from the community side to discuss K3s. Even though I'm super new into the field of K3s, yeah, it was kind of nice. All right, so that was like the first goal of this meeting. I hope we can continue to meet like this. Unfortunately, I tried to set the reminder in Slack for every second and every Thursday. Slack doesn't understand every second, every third, even though they say do in their documentation. Somehow it doesn't work. I'm gonna try to fix that. If not, I can figure out something else with flows or some other integration with Slack, so we can have, if that's useful for everyone. I find it useful. Also, we can tune in the mailing list to send emails on like 15 or 10 minutes before the meeting. If that's also okay for you, I can set up also that, so we can have a reminder for everybody. I just don't want to bombard you too much on reminders without meeting. But whatever works for you, we'll figure out that on the way. We're just starting, so these time slots that we chose are to try it out. If we have some traction over here, if we don't, we can tune it like a little bit earlier or later, depends on the attendance. So it's those are just for to try now and see how it goes. If someone wants to communicate anything through me, like through the so-called social media channels, please drop a line. I can do that. Like new releases, all this communication is great to go through through the channels like mailing list, and if we do Blue Sky or Mastodon, and so people can get all that information, and especially for new releases, a blog post with the features, and maybe if we have something super like important update, we can demo that or attach some steps how to do specific stuff. Depends on the release pretty much. So I'm here to help. I'm here to help all that. So whatever you feel like community manager role should do, please shout out. I'll try to do that. In the next weeks, we have to work through a few changes on the for example, CLO monitoring. I can share that as well. So you'll be able to see some PRs from my side. We're kind of low on score here. We have to pump this up as close as possible to 100. So that engages some changes on the repository. Like especially, for example, we have to open a PR for the OpenSSF batch and such stuff. I'll try to address all that. And yeah, I'm here to help. It's not a single person show to run community and to help with everything. It's great if I can have your support to drive this forward and make that working, and to aim for incubation for end of the year or something like that. Depends how we do and how people are active in the community. So with that, if there's nothing else, I'm speaking the whole time, but it's expected for the first meeting. I hope next time it's going to be different. We have some more topics to discuss. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day and evening, depends where you are. I'm going to join my kids and wife for dinner. So thank you, and see you in 3-4 weeks and the next second Tuesday of the month. And for those of you who will be able to join next Tuesday, the fifth Tuesday of the month, see you again, and we can do this simple, very similar thing that we did right now. With that, there's a question from Justin to Sergio. What are the things that you want to see at the community meetings, Sergio?
Me, I don't know, maybe more documentation, example, use cases. I don't know. I can contribute with documentation, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I thought that K3s was like inactive. So I was like, what is the future of about K3s? So this news is really nice for me. I was like, okay, K3s is going to start moving. Yeah. Yeah.
Just for the context, me and Sergio, we know each other from the Harbor community. I'm maintainer there, and Sergio is very heavy contributor and heavy fixer of issues all around website documentation and so on. So super happy to see you here. By the way, I was not expecting you, but it's great to see more familiar faces. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Open to contribute.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Super nice. Right. Thank you everyone once again, and see you in a few weeks time. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Yeah. Okay. Before we go, Brad said, yeah, some people think that K3s is inactive. Yeah.
Despite the fact that we put out releases every month and are constantly merging PRs and responding to issues, like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
curious how someone will get the impression that the project or project is inactive.
I have a theory about that. It's like for many projects, they become commodity at some point, and people are like not super excited about them. They just use them because they know they're there and they're working and they're great, and they kind of forget that there are people behind the project putting effort.
Yeah, maybe to clarify that, not like inactive, like not more releases, but not something new or something exciting. I don't know. The other projects are moving more. So I was like commodity, right? Like the same things, stable, new releases, accomplishing to new releases of KS or something like that, but nothing else more, at least as my user perspective, right? So
I mean, if it sounds like you're describing a stable project, which
Mhm.
is, I mean, that's definitely, we're going for stability, but
Mhm.
we still had stuff. I mean, we just went to Container 2 and Traffic 3 and we got Spiegel recently. Like, we're still changing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, I think what we observe with the community is like, there was no communication out from the
Yeah,
community,
maybe yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the reason why I'm here to help out with all that, so we can have more words out, to be more, I don't know, I don't like this one, but to be more loud, to be more vocal about what we do, so people uh can know that, and they can follow up what's going on, to feed up backwards, like ideas or more stuff to the community. So we're not leaving the impression that we're not active, and we're actually banging cats on the background
Like,
heavily.
yeah, it's something not like really inactive, but not like exposed in the community, more or less like that. Because I remember a few years ago was another advocate, but they are making a lot of noise. I don't remember the name of him, but they are making a lot of noise about K3s, what they are doing, and Rancher and everything. And I was like, oh, pretty interesting.
Yeah, Darren
But
used to be on, I mean, Darren was the original like senior developer on the project, right? And he was pretty active on Twitter and would engage with people a lot that way. And I mean, Darren and the rest of the founders took their parachute and left when we got acquired by SUSE, but the rest of the team is still here, and we're like, I'm personally very engaged on the Rancher users Slack, and I am constantly responding on GitHub to issues and discussions. So we're still here. We're maybe
yeah.
just not on Twitter. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
I think we'll find our way, how to communicate all that, and to be more present into the community, not only through technical work, but also by announcements and I don't know, use cases, and more information about releases and features and so on and so forth, so people are more informed what we do on the background. So yeah, thank you for the feedback, Sergio.
Yeah, for sure. Not like something negative, just like my perspective, right? Like, well, I just K3s, I wrote a book and everything, but so I was like, this is nice. They are now a community. And I was like also with that question, why K3s is still in incubating, because K3s is, as you say, stable and everything. And I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. But yeah,
Actually, it's
it's
not.
a new effort. It's really nice to see this community.
Mhm. Actually, it's the project is still at sandbox. It's not even in incubation. So
Oh,
it's,
okay.
yeah, and it's there since 2020. So, and many people say that it's the most stable, most downloaded, and most beloved Kubernetes distribution out there. And if it's such, it deserves some levels up. So we're gonna work towards that, so we
Yeah.
can be like on the stage of CNCF that we deserve as a project. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So by the way, there's no negative feedback. Maybe it can be a sour feedback and it can hurt someone, but it's a feedback. So um, if someone has something to say, it's for a reason, not it's not bad. That's it. So please don't be scared to share your feedback. So yeah.
I think it's important, at least once during the meetings, to say, you know, how can we help? You know, just sort of reach out. It looks like Ish is saying maybe we need a more up to date contribution guide. So that's something actionable we can walk away with. That would be really cool.
Yes, and if I may, I asked the question because, like I mentioned earlier, we have this cloud native group in Mauritius. Most of them are heavy users of Kubernetes, but none of them are like currently contributing to any of the projects. A lot of them have some development experience. So we've been discussing about it during our local meetings here that, yeah, we can contribute to things, but where do we start? Just looking at the GitHub issues is not enough most of the time because we do not know how to navigate through the project. Whether, and you know, this feeling where you might know how to fix something, but you're scared to fix it just because whether it's wrong, it's not the way to fix it. So having you guys, you know, give that, extend that hand to help us understand things would be really helpful.
Great. So we can work on this one and review. I'm definitely going to go through that and see if I can contribute a bit more.
Yeah. Another idea is also to help building the contributor, forget the name, the list of where K3s is used.
Adapters?
Adapters, thanks. I think the adapters file is not reflecting how frequently K3s is used.
Yeah.
So if you have any local meetup in your geography, if you have any occasion to talk about K3s, we'd be willing to give you a hand on making sure that you get access to content for spreading the word about K3s.
Yeah, and definitely, yeah. As someone added, mentoring on good first issues, we should, as a community, we should make sure that we have a healthy amount of those active if we can, and to provide that entry point of contributions towards the project. I know it's not an easy job to find like a low hanging fruits and to convert them to first good issues, and normally for maintainers that takes like 5 minutes to fix. But let's not take away the good feeling of contributing to a project by, I don't know, simple fix. It's a way how we can work towards the fixing all that. Whoever is taking the notes, I think is Justin and Matt. Thank you so much for. I'm so concentrated to follow up the conversation. I totally forgot to take some of the notes.
Yep, takes a village to be a village.
Yeah. All right. Any more topics? Anyone brave enough to share something else? Or no? Okay. With that, I think we can close, and this time for real. And I'm gonna go over the contributions guide, and Kim will provide you some feedback on it if we need, or open directly PR on it. So it's a good start. Right. This time for real. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of the day or evening, and see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks a lot. See ya.
Bye. See ya.